Okay. So, PropHunt is like an off-brand hide and seek hypixel minigame where you hide as different entities shaped as furniture and food items instead of different blocks. The version that I used to play on, Galaxy Eye, is only on Bedrock though, so I'm just explaining the game as the server isn't on Java. So obviously, before I got a PC, I used my family's Xbox in order to play Minecraft. I was so exhausted from school each day. I just turned on the Xbox and started playing Minecraft minigames as they were mindless and I didn't have to think about what I was doing as I just ran around everywhere on the maps. And the minigame I mainly played was Prop Hunt, as shown by the video title. Not only that, but I had a plan for each map I played. My favorite map, though, was the museum map because there was a huge T-Rex skeleton in the middle of the map. The reason why I enjoyed this dinosaur so much is because I started a trend on that server. You see, on the rest of the map, there wasn't much of anywhere to hide. So one day, my mom tells me to try and climb up the dinosaur. So I tried to climb up the dinosaur, and I was able to get up to the top. Funnily enough, um, people started following me each time I went up there because they were starting to catch on to what was happening, and none of the seekers were able to find us though. So as more and more people came up, I think the max that people followed me, it was like 5. Right, so it was like a total of 6 people on this tiny dinosaur head. And they're all different prop items too. No one's the same either. And after a few days of doing that, the hiders got on though and noticed everyone at the top of the dinosaur head. It was hilarious seeing people trying to figure out how to climb up the dinosaur and then the time ran out on them. So you just they're so close but so far at the same time. It was amazing and it's just amazing. Once people did start being able to reach me, though, I just jumped off and ran away, losing them in the process. It's gotten so notorious now, though, that I can't hide up there anymore. They instantly go up there now, and then I'm just running around the map the whole entire time. But for the moment that there was, it was great. Now there is another map, the mall, where there were no hiding places, but lots of large hiding places. So I didn't have any sneaky places like I did with the dinosaur where people just wouldn't notice. So I transformed into like one of the smallest hiding objects you could, which was like a popcorn or water bottle. And I was able to go inside these larger objects like vending machines and couches and stuff. And I just would go inside it, and when people would try to look and like hit the object, they would punch the larger object because they couldn't punch the smaller object based off of the hitboxes. You'd have to like go inside the larger object and then hit it, or like specifically look at it somehow. Which at that point I could have just moved to the other side of the large object because I had room to move around in there, right? So they would just go around, miss me, and then move on to a different object. So that was no one would catch me. But at some point, people caught on and saw me inside the object once. So people were able to just get people that were hiding inside other objects because other people started doing it too. And the most annoying map that I remember from this prop hunt game, because I couldn't find any hiding spaces. An annoying map to me is none with any hiding spaces. I like hiding spaces because it's a hiding game. Because I don't like hiding in the plain sight. You're going to get caught very quickly with that stuff. So I just tried different areas and things and nothing was working, right? So what I do now is I just run around everywhere. But how I run around is I'm hiding behind pillars and objects, right? I'll go inside different objects. So I have all these tiny little hiding spaces where I'll just run around from one to the other every few like 10 to 20, maybe 30 seconds, depends on if the seekers are doing anything, right? And so I would just run around circles in the map around the hiders, right? And anyway, Hiding mini games are great for relaxing, but you have to wait around, which actually works great for me because it lets my brain calm down from the stress of the wonderful amazingness of school. But it's just a fun, silly game where you don't have to put much thought into. That's all.